Hello, welcome to Danmge class. My name is Sekutu. Today, let's do Danmge names. There are lots of names you hear out there and you don't understand what they mean. Maybe they are Danmge names you may not know. Let me tell you about these names and how we name our children on the Danmge land. In Danmge, every child has at least two names. Your position name, your English name, so the minimum is two. You can also have your Dede or Tete name. I'll teach you about that later. But first of all, let's go about names by position. So NP here will mean names by position. Let's do the males first. In Danmge, firstborns are automatically called Tete. If you ever heard anybody called Tete, he is a Danmge. And Tete, we have Tete names. I'll teach you about that later. Okay. So every firstborn, first male born in Danmge is called Tete. Every second born in Danmge is called Tete. So if you ever see anybody called Tete, he's a firstborn. Anybody called Tete, he's a second born. So for instance, Francis Tete Nutako, Christian Tete Yohuno means he's a second born. If only the name belongs to him and not his surname. If only it is his middle name and not his surname, then he is a second born. Okay. Third bonds are called Te. Third bonds are called Te. So we have someone like Thomas Te Pate. Te, he is a third bond. If only the name Te is his middle name and it is not his surname, it's called Thomas Te Pate. If the Pate is not his surname and the Pate is his middle name, that means he's a Tete. That is a Tete name, but I'll teach you Tete later, okay? So Te means third born. Anybody you see out there called Te, Francis Tete, Francis Tete Nutako is Tete, second born. So this particular Tete, the Gans also use it, and the Dangbes also use it. But aside from that, Tete, Tete, Te. Now let's continue to the fourth. Fourth is called Tete, Tete, Te, Na. Every fourth Danmge born automatically is Na. Maybe they don't call them by their name, they don't address them by that name, but it's their name. Okay? And when you mention, they will respond because we know. Now, fifth, Na. Fifth are called Nate. Okay? Fifth bonds are Nate. So we have Prosper Nate Ogum. You know Prosper Nate Ogum, the former coach of Asante Kotoko. And then sixth are called Bli. Okay? Bli. B-L-E, Bli. Okay? So we have Tete, Tete, Te, Na, Nate, Bli. Faith. And it goes on if you have somebody or you are a father that goes on to have plenty children, it goes on to start all over from Tete again. But this time around, that's why you have names like Tete Wayu. Tete Wayu. It's one word. From Tete, you go on and you exceed your Bli and Ku. You start from Tete Wayu again. Now, Wayu here means little. It can also be B. B. It also means little. That means there is a big Tete and then there is a second and then a small Tete. And you also have second, that now that you start, it also goes on with Tete Wayu. I know someone called Tete Wayu Christopher. It means that the name went on from Tete and it has begun again. Tete wayu, tete wayu, te wayu, na wayu, goes on and on and on. But there is another thing that happens that can make you wayu or be without you being a second tete, and that is, Dangbes, most of the time we practice the extended family system. So we can be in a compound house where everybody is respected. Uncles are given the same respect as fathers and all that. So in that case, my father has a 30. My father has a first 30. 30. My uncle also has his 30. And they are all being addressed by the name 30. So how do we differentiate them? We have the one who is the oldest is called Tetingwa. Tetingwa. Tetingwa, not Nungwa. Tetingwa, which Ngwa here means big. Okay, so Tetingwa, the big Tete, and then Tete Wayu, or in this case, if it is not from the top, which it starts again now, it's normally the B that we use here. Tete B. So you see names like Nabi, Natebi, B. It means that in the compound where they live, they have two of these people, and then they will have to adjust the name so that you don't say Tete and the two Tetes will come around. You don't say Tete and the two Tetes. So Tete wa, you Tete bi, Tete wa, you Tete bi, Tete wa, you Tete wa, Tete wa, you see. Good. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have today on the Danmge names, males. In the next episode, I'll bring you how the females are also named. My name is Kutu, your favorite online Danmge teacher, and I'm OUT of here.